thank you for tuning in to Moonlight Lady Tarot for this full moon reading. I have already pre-shuffled, but I'm going to go ahead and give it another light shuffle, and I'm going to call in and ask you to connect in with me, with your spiritual team, to help us deliver the messages that you need for this full moon. All right, and I'm going to take a couple deep breaths, and I invite you to also take a couple deep breaths with that intention in mind. Okay, here we go. Connecting in to the spiritual team of all Cancers who will tune in for messages on this full moon. Okay. Let's reveal what is going to be illuminated for this full moon for Cancer card here. Okay. And what is going to be released? Okay, these cards are coming up. Okay. All right. And what is the transformation energy? Okay. All right. So for our first card of revealing what is going to be illuminated for the full moon here for you, Cancer, is the Nine of Swords. Okay, now this is an energy of something keeping you up at night. Obviously here, being lost in your thoughts. The Swords is an energy of mental turmoil in this particular case, right? Something keeping you up. Okay, so this is mental focus, mental energy. So this energy for the beautiful Cancer clan is, here causing some kind of mental distress. And we're going to go ahead and clarify on it, right? And I'm being drawn to the owl here, okay? This spirit guide. I have a lovely owl that is always outside my window. I keep trying to see him or her, and I never get to see the owl in the daytime. But owls are, representative and symbolic of wisdom and having this this wise owl that is here with her in her turmoil is something that I am being drawn to, and we're going to definitely clarify on that, okay? And see what more we can get out of this energy that is being revealed to us, okay? And then in our place of release, what we should focus on letting go of, we have the Eight of Wands. Okay, so this is an energy that could definitely keep us up and distressed, is when we have too many things that we are trying to accomplish, right? Spreading ourselves too thin. Now, this is possibly the reason that we're being brought into a place where we're up at night and we're in distress. So we're going to also clarify on this, but this can just be trying to go full throttle in all of these different directions, right? 8 different directions, and not really grounding in and not really coming up with a plan of action, and not, saying no to too much, right? Too much is too much, okay? So releasing that is an opportunity for us to move and then transform with the energy of the Six of Pentacles, okay? So we move from a place of, not necessarily having focused energy and having a plan and just having all of these things that we're trying to juggle and accomplish that are you know, being brought to a light at this point in this full moon that is keeping us up at night and distressing us, because it's just too much and we're going to really sit. And then we're going to have the Six of Pentacles energy transforming and emerging out of releasing, okay? And so the Six of Pentacles is definitely grounded and definitely prosperous, as you can see here with all of the pentacles that are being scaled and weighed out, okay? So this is really putting logic and structure behind our plans and our actions and balancing them in a way where we aren't overwhelmed, okay? So this is an energy where we're not being kept up all night because we don't have a plan and we don't have a strategy. This is the, you know, the ideal place that we would want to go, from being up all night and just stressing ourselves and just throwing all of our energy into things without a plan and without structure, okay? And then I will definitely pull some clarifying cards here, and I like to use my Golden Girls deck, okay, Cancer. So if you happen to be a Golden Girls fan, this is a treat for you. I keep wanting to get a group of my friends to go as the Golden Girls for Halloween to this Halloween party that my friends and I do every year, and it just never comes together. But I am excited to use the cards for your reading to get some clarity here. All right, so let's clarify the Nine of Swords, the big reveal of this full moon, okay? What can we get more clarity on here for Cancer for the Nine of Swords energy of this full moon? Please, thank you. Okay. Wow. Okay, the Page of Wands keeps popping up. I've seen this in a few other people. Okay, so all right, so this is no nonsense, right? And we know Sophia is a no nonsense lady, okay? So she's a go-getter, all right? And the wands here, and then the wands here of release. So just realizing, notice she only has one wand, okay? So picking the important priorities, okay? And really focusing on accomplishing just one at a time, right? Okay, and instead of throwing 8 in the air that don't land here, we've got one and we are sure that we are going to see this to the finish line, then we just do one at a time, right? Okay, so that's going to stop us from being up all night, all right? And so this energy is being a force in our ability to move through the distress, okay, that we have been accumulating due to being so overloaded with different ideas, different plans. And this can be in work, this can be in our personal life, okay? And I think a lot of it has to do with our confidence and how we want to accomplish things. So I would relate this a lot to work, okay? Or just finances in general, or whatever our life plan and goals are, all right? And then let me get a clarifier here on our Eight of Wands. Oh, okay. So I got two, and I'm just gonna go with them because it felt right. Okay, so the Fool and the Page of Swords. All right, so the clarifier here for the Eight of Wands, let me just adjust these here. Okay, so our clarifier here for the Eight of Wands is the Fool. Now, we all can relate to this feeling, or I shouldn't say we all, I certainly can, of the Fool, right? I've definitely been in this energy. The Fool is going forward, taking risks, right? Not worried or concerned about what could happen, right? She is just all in. She is enjoying herself and she is going for it, okay? Now, we don't want to go for all in with 8 different things, right? So we're letting go of trying to go all in like the Fool and take on 8 different major projects in our life, okay? So that discernment, that ability to weed out, and maybe we do all 8 things, right? But we don't do all 8 things at the same time, okay? So that's what this is really speaking to here for me with this is the clarifier, all right? So we can definitely and should definitely embody this Fool energy of being all in and taking these risks and these leaps of faith, right? And the courage to do so is always good. But discernment to weigh out the plan, okay? Have the plan. And too much is too much sometimes, right? I love this outfit, okay? But I wouldn't wear this to a job interview, okay? This is a night out with your friends, right? This is fun. This isn't a job interview outfit, okay? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean. All right. And then for our transformation, what's getting ready to emerge, we have, again, the 6 of Pentacles clarified by the Page of Swords, okay? So the transformation here with the Page of Swords is possibly we need that discernment, as I mentioned before, and cutting out, right, mentally and possibly even physically putting up boundaries of things that don't serve our goals and our needs, okay? And once we do that, right, maybe all of these wands that we're throwing up and this effort and this energy that we're putting into things possibly isn't all for ourselves, or possibly we're taking on because we feel obligated, right? An obligation to do all of these things. But having this ability to, cut out things that we don't need or put up boundaries that we do need is going to help us get to this point with the 6 of Pentacles, okay? And then we're going to go ahead and pull an oracle card. I'm just deciding what deck I would like to pick. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pull a few oracle cards. Let's see what wants to come out, okay? For our Cancer clan, for this full moon, okay? Let's give, oh, there we go, okay. All right, I love this deck. The visuals here are amazing. Ooh, okay, too many. We'll take that one. All right, and let's get one more. Okay. All right. Okay, so we have Pleiades, double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. Nice. Okay. Double mission, channeling, and uplifting humanity. Okay. So, that sounds like a big job, right? Maybe that's where our pressure is coming from, right? But, we can only do what we can do, and we can't pour from an empty cup, okay? So even though we have this message coming through, we know we've got big hearts and a lot of empathy and a lot of drive to succeed and accomplish what we want to accomplish here. We want all of these wands to go up and thrive, and we love to nurture, okay? But our goals for uplifting humanity can't be completed if we're up all night not sleeping and stressing and not coming up with a solid foundation and healthy boundaries and discernment of what we need to do for ourselves in order to complete our missions and channel and uplift humanity. Okay, and then, oh wait, this one's first, and then we have protection. Oh, see, see, this is just what I was talking about. Protection, call back your power, cut the cords, soul retrieval. Okay, so this is a stance of protection. All right, so and when we cross our arms or we cross our legs, that is energetically blocking ourselves from another's energy, and we all do this subconsciously, but consciously, you know, putting up boundaries is important, and cutting cords, soul retrieval. Okay, so calling in your authenticity, right? Standing in your power and saying no when we need to, when we feel the need, right? And yes when we mean yes. And doing so with compassion, right? And finding that balance to wield the sword when we need to, so that we can be thriving and prosperous and happy and giving. But we can't give all of ourselves, right? We need to receive, and we need to protect from those that would take advantage of our beautiful hearts. And we have warrior woman to finish it up. If you weren't afraid, what would you do? Okay, so there we have it, and that is another air energy. I gotta get better on my setup here, but yeah, so that is what I have for you, Cancer. Thank you for tuning in. Please like and subscribe so that you can check out my upcoming new moon video.